Hey guys and girls, welcome back to some Summon Night 6, where we left off. We met up with our new friends, and we're taking them back to Linen, basically. There's no entrance or anything. It should be around here. Where's Linen? Where are you? Magnastar. What? I have never seen a summon like this before. This is Linen. It's more like Is's partner, actually. Miag. Here's the craziest part. There's a town-like place inside this creature. Huh? Okay, now you're playing with us. That is not possible. Seeing is believing. Let's go! Miag miag. Inside Linen. No way. All this is inside Linen? Wow, there really is a town in here. Wait, that building looks familiar. No way, this is wicked cool. Miag. I have to say, you're taking this a lot better than I did. I basically had a panic attack the first time I came here. With the people I travel with, crazy stuff is always happening. Almost nothing shocks me anymore. Hey, why are you looking at me? Yep, never a boring day for us. Well, the benefit of being in here is you don't have to worry about monsters attacking. There are none. Is's house is right over there. Let's go. Ist, we're back. Uh-huh. He's not here. Weird. He spends almost all of his time watching the outside world here. Can't believe anyone lives here. It's so, I don't know, drab, and there's just a simple bed. It doesn't look lived in. The sheets on this bed are pristine. This bed doesn't even seem like it's been used. I'll go look for him. Hang on. Yeah, thanks. Torque's feeling relieved. Frown on forehead's gotten smaller. That's ironic when he was the one saying Is has got problems. Bet Is is not frowning. I'm starting to feel picked on, and I don't know you. And frowns don't appear on foreheads, but between brows. Since when did you become so chummy with Perrier, Leon? Well, I could do worse. She doesn't seem like a bad person. Not bad person. Ally. Friend. She called me a friend when saving me just now, too. Thanks, Perrier. Thanks for waiting, guys. Let me introduce you to your host, Ist. Why do you keep staring at us? You managed to bring them back safely. Mission accomplished for you, Fulf. Yep, thanks. But we couldn't have done it if you hadn't located them first. All I did was notify you of their particular situation. All safe and sound, in one piece. We did have to fight some monsters when we met up with them, but you probably saw all that. And yes, it seemed to be quite a scuffle. So you're Ist, eh? I'm Ray, a tavern owner. This is Leorm, and that's Lishor. I am indeed Ist, overseer of this world, and the pleasure is mine. We have a long list of questions for you, but first of all, can you tell us where we are? Yeah, when we woke up, we were in the middle of a field with no idea how to get back to Lindbaum. Alright, let's talk about where you are first. This is the cocoon world Fallujah. The Lindbaum you speak of is another world, a different place. As for how to get back to your world, I have no information to offer you. End of answer. End of answer? Also, as long as you remain within Linen, I will guarantee your safety. Feel free to make yourself at home in any of the empty rooms here. And that is all I have to offer. He's really a word conversationist. This is a whole new level. It's almost like he's a robot or a doll. His face has no expression at all. Unusual manner aside, he's a generous host and a nice person. Don't forget that. Everyone has their quirks. Don't judge just the outer appearance. Yeah, his social game could use some work because he doesn't seem used to human interaction. That's a confident assessment for someone you've only recently met. When you do business, you meet and talk with all sorts of people. He doesn't seem to be lying or deceiving us. Alright, using your merchant skills to observe people. Ray is amazing. I'm glad to hear you say that about Ist. We owe him a lot, because he was the one who rescued us when we were wandering aimlessly in this world. And since he found us, he's been a great host, providing shelter and linen and all the lodging and food we need. Yeah, but what's the overseer thing? What does that mean? Well, it means what it means. Ist believes he's the only person of Cocoon World Fallujah, aside from the people that are dropping into it, right? Not sure. We tried to have him explain, but he wasn't really very helpful there. But since he calls himself that, I guess we can only believe him. Overseer of the Worlds. Sounds a tad dramatic to me, though. It could be a fancy title for overseeing repairs of broken down equipment, or pulling weeds, though. No, in this case, I think it's more like a whole world and not a small tavern. Well, our arrival here was kind of a test for someone like him, really. As overseer, he seemed to handle our arrival calmly and secured us quickly. He used his vision panels to find you just like he found us. Well, if taking care of problems right away is overseer-like, I guess he would qualify. Well, to me, it feels more like he's just trying to mitigate potentially troublesome elements. Bingo! Finally someone sees it like I do. Perhaps, but it's hard to deny that he's just showing his concern in his own way, regardless of the reason. If he wasn't really involved, he wouldn't be looking so hard for intruders like us. Stares at the screens all day long, engrossed. All day long? Nerd! Seriously, doesn't he have friends? Or now you're just being mean. Well, nerd or not, he's hosting us for the foreseeable future, so try to be nice. Ist looks carefully at the world. That's why all 6 of us here are okay. Be grateful. Okay, you have a point. Is there a choice? We can't do much out there. This world isn't connected to Lindbaum, much less... True. Okay, that's depressing. Are you saying we're not going to make it back home, then? Hey, Fulf, can't you ask Ist to use his overseer mojo to find a way to send us back? Unfortunately, it's not that easy. We asked him already, but he turned us down, saying it was impossible. Pfft, some overseer he is. Well, he may stare at screens all day long, but if you talk to him about something, he responds properly. I don't think he would deny us if there really were a way. I just think it's unknown or impossible. And if he was going to harm us, he would have done it right from the start when he first found us. Torque has persecution complex issues. More like caution complex, that's different. Actually, Torque's reasoning is pretty sound. Well, since we're stuck here for the present, at least we should figure out a plan of action while we're here. I'm worried about my tavern's rating, but I'll just have to make up for it when I return. I guess that means we'll be living together here, so we need to work on getting along. Yep, handshake of friendship, squeeze. Ow, man, Perrier, you're strong. Surprise? Well, this is a good start, I must say, so regarding what we can do to improve our situation next. Get some food in them. Now that I'm all settled, I suddenly remember that I'm hungry. Was that Torque? No need to keep checking. First thing on the itinerary should be to find something to eat then. We can't fight on an empty stomach. Or something simple do? We already have bread, butter, and a few types of vegetables. Both, can you let Ray do the cooking? He's actually really good. In fact, his cooking is the only thing about him I don't complain about. Watch it, Liam, or you might find you're a surprise vegan next meal. Hey, no fair. I have no problem with Ray cooking. In fact, I can't wait to taste it. The kitchen's right this way. It even has all the utensils you'll need already. Great. I'm itching to start. Okay, so we got a bunch of areas to explore on inside of Linen. So let's go to Ista's room first. Now, I'm not going to read all this out loud, I think, but I am going to just kind of skim it. Well, I am going to read it, but I'm just not going to do the voices for these parts. This is just kind of an introduction scene, in my opinion. This room looks so drab. How could anyone want to live here? As the owner of an inn, it's actually kind of gross how this room doesn't feel lived in at all. There's no need to be so blunt. Why? They're totally on point. This place gives me the creeps. Why? Well, for one, Ist is standing right here in front of us while we tear this place apart. Perhaps it is best if we were to leave. I don't wish you to feel uncomfortable. Oh, poor Ist. The Cove. It seems as if no one is here at the moment. Perhaps I can finally get some quiet time again. I may even be able to steal away to do some fishing. And here's you, Cross. Whoa, what is this place? So many machines that I've never seen before. So this building appears to be futuristic from your point of view, then. Perrier loves this place. Big Bro and Perrier always came here together. Came here, huh? You guys know this place? Yeah. This is the Otherworld Mediation Bureau at HQ, also known as the U-Cross HQ. All U-Cross summoners operate from here. This machine is where info and knowledge from U-Cross summoners all over the world are collected. Hey, that sounds convenient. Well then, can't we use this machine to figure out a way back? Seems like it should be possible. Well, I don't think it was designed to do what you're talking about. And besides, it's cut off from the network here. Huh, you're useless. I'm ashamed to admit it in this case. I'm guilty as charged. Well, it seems like we're caught up with each other's stories now, but the most surprising thing for me is that you're from a time period long before ours. Your phrases made me initially think you were annoying hipsters, but now that explains it. Yeah, so surprised. Ray and friends came from a long, long time ago. And from our point of view, you come from far in the future, which is just as strange to contemplate. It's really the most shocking thing I've run across in all my life. Taking into account this world with its strange rules and how we got here, I'd wager that it's also suspect that we even came from the same timeline. But this conversation has been helpful in laying out some core information that will be helpful. Torque is right about that. The fact that we didn't come from the same time period may be a clue to finding our way back. Yeah, but knowing what the problem is and knowing how to fix it are two completely different things. We definitely have a long way to go to work this out and get back home, but this is definitely a good start. Right, but I'm still trying to get over all the shocking things I found out about our future. I mean, the future version of our world is a pretty crazy place. The Astrays, U-Cross summoners, crosses, I never would have guessed any of it. I've never heard of these terms before, but since they're from the distant future, it's really no wonder. I am sorry for doubting you. I just wanted to put that out there. Yeah, it's so different that it's almost like an alien world, completely different from our own. The word cross doesn't even mean anything to me. Can't you just call them summons? Summons no good. Call them crosses. But I still don't get how it ended up being like that. How did it happen anyway? Weren't you paying attention? They implied it was because of Astrays during the World Warp War. It was during that time the world endured a huge transformation I can't even begin to imagine. And you don't even use terms like summons anymore, right? In our time, summons is a term that brings to mind the old pledge that enslaves the summoned creatures. Naturally, people have come to view it as a bad word. Almost all the terms you're using have taken on a different meaning by our time period. That's the fascinating part to me. To think these are just normal terms to us in our time period is strange. It's clear how the misunderstanding between us happened. I still don't understand some stuff. Well, it's your first time hearing about an unfamiliar feature. I would expect you to be confused. We have the benefit of written history to sort of understand everything you were talking about. Yes, we have been thoroughly educated about old summoning terminology and its systems. However, lots of information has also been lost, so I wouldn't say we had perfect knowledge. It's too bad we couldn't have worked all this out like this when we first met. The truth may be surprising, but it's actually pretty simple once we talk it out. Yeah, but reality's reality. We all got pretty caught up in the situation, and it took a while to work it out. I, for one, am glad to have heard firsthand about a time before the World War, though. You're like living witnesses, strange as it may sound. You're telling stories from times past that we would never have heard had we met not like this. Historians from our time would be completely stunned by the depth of knowledge you have to tell. Hey, you don't have to be a stuffy historian to find this interesting. It's pretty crazy stuff. I'm up for hearing more if Ray and LeSure want to take the time later. This may be the only opportunity to hear these details that have been lost to time where we came from. Perrier wants to hear about Once Upon a Time stories, too. Tell lots, okay? Yeah, sure thing. But only if you tell us more about the future times you have come from, okay? It's fascinating because even though it's a progression of our world, it's so completely different. I'm still having a hard time with the details, so try to keep it simple for me. This is pretty much a once-and-forever cross-time period encounter. We need to take advantage of it. Exactly. A completely miraculous meeting between past and future. Ray and friends are from very, very long ago. Does that mean Ray and LeSure are grandparents then? Eh? No? Well, in a sense, maybe, but... It's a really uncomfortable way to describe us, though. How about you just stop saying it? Alright. Granny LeSure and Granny Ray and Grandpa Ray. That's hilarious. Take care of me, Granny and Grandpa, you old farts. Hey, if I'm a granny, then you're a grandpa too. We came from the same timeline. An unimaginable distant future and a distant past only found in books. People from periods that by all accounts should never meet, yet are together here having a conversation. This fact is certainly more intriguing to me than their description of their worlds. Now I ponder, what sort of effect will that produce? You know what? Real quick, there's archives here, right? Is it just the gallery? Oh, I can look at the timeline from here. The era of origin. Primordial. Algo, creator of Lindbaum, is born during this time. Algo then creates the four worlds of Machines World, Lorelal, Yokai World, Silturn, Spirit World, Saporith, and Beast World, Mytropa. So this is cool. You get the basically you can get the timeline of how everything began with the worlds, the era of evolution, the era of confusion. The ancestors of the Klesman family, a minor clan, take on the summoner's title. At the same time, the Vigra family of Rael flee the Lindbaum to seek help from the Great World. Then there's the era of darkness, the era of King Algo, era of turbulence, 2 kingdoms, 3 kingdoms. I don't know what this is from. Era of 3 countries. It just says main character. 3 becomes a home tutor. So that's cool. And then you got the World War War, the post-World War War, new era of Lindbaum. So you kind of get a history lesson on the summon games, basically, in a sense. Interesting. Let's go to the Scrap Mountain. Assuming he has to tell him about Linen and the stuff he's able to do here. Okay, so Torque fixes our weapons here. That's cool. And then we got... a Forgotten Pavilion. What? No way! What's going on? What's Ray's Inn doing here? So, this is your inn? Yeah, it has to be. The dining area, the well-stocked kitchen. This is definitely our place, alright. Surprise! I'm really tired from all these surprises, but seeing something familiar from our world is reassuring. Yeah, and since there's a kitchen, that means we'll be able to enjoy your cooking, right, Ray? That's right. Leave the cooking to me. As long as we have the ingredients for it, I can cook anything you want. That's cool. So this was Ray's place. And he could make food. Interesting. I don't have the ingredients, though, for that, but... There may yet be someone outside Linen Creek's Plain. Okay. If I battle some evil summons... Because I kind of want to level. I don't really want to mess with anything without getting them above level 1, because everyone's level 1, and that's horrible. But I want to have Ist with us. Can we have Ist with us? We can't. I really want to have Ist with us, if at all possible. So let's just continue as a U-Cross Summoner. So by your time, Fulf, you can travel between Lindbaum and all 4 other worlds freely? It's amazing and completely different from the restricted interaction we have. What an interesting future. So that crow, whatever thing, came out of that future too? Cross, Big Bro and Perrier are each other's crosses. Yes, the cross system appeared post-Astrays. Those that participate in a soul bonding ceremony call each other that. In terms, you can understand a cross is a summon with a more equal footing. Equal, huh? That sounds nice. After the Astrays, people had to change greatly whether they liked it or not. Although the World War brought our world tragedy, some good came of it. We reassessed our relationships with otherworld residents via the cross system, and that was positive. I would never say the war was a good thing, however. It was because of the war that we were given the opportunity to study alongside our otherworld friends, so... Wait, what? You mean summons and humans go to school to study together? Not just school, even work. Housing too. Yes, like Perrier said, since the worlds are now connected, we all have to live together. It may seem surprising to you, but for us that's an everyday normal reality. Amazing, it seems so cool. Otherworld residents and Lindbaum humans living together peacefully. It sounds like a dream. I want to jump ahead to your time period for a little while, at least. I'm jealous. I don't want to give you the wrong idea. It's not always smooth sailing. Huh? What do you mean? As a Yuko summoner, it's my job to resolve problems that arise between the residents from different worlds. And sometimes the problems may not be resolvable by simply talking it out. We'll always put in our very best effort to resolve it peacefully first, of course. But even then, sometimes one party or the other feels slighted. And there's just no way around that. I wish I could make everyone happy, but the reality is, it isn't as easy as I'd like it to be. I see. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put a filter on your fantastical first impressions of our future world. Nah, it's no big deal. And besides, I don't think you should worry about it so much. Why do you say that? After spending all this time with you, I can already tell you really take pride in that job of yours. It's clear that you wish you could help everyone in trouble, and always try to do that. So say, just work harder. Simple, right? I'm sure you've already helped countless people, right? And you're gonna help a lot more in the future. As long as you keep putting smiles on people's faces, you're gonna win the battle eventually. I like that thought. And I think you're right, Ray. Positivity like that makes me remember why I became a U-Cross summoner. I'm essentially protecting the sense of well-being and smiles of all the inhabitants I look after. Dwelling on the outcomes that don't turn out positive isn't productive for a U-Cross summoner. That's the spirit, Fulf. And new friend or not, you already have my support. Big Bro, go, Perrier will be right behind you. Tough or not, you're in an inviolable time period from our point of view, so work hard. I wasn't really looking for it, but this turned into a big Fulf encouragement session. Thanks. Just like on our Lindbaum, where everyone tells you not to worry so much. What's new? Just by the way, you usually are, Barmaster. Just be the way you usually are, Barmaster. That'll work. Thanks. Well then, as a U-Cross summoner, I have a suggestion to make. May I? Oh, that was fast. Spit it out already. If there's anything we can do to help, we will. I've been wondering about this for a while. Do you think we were the only ones to fall into this world? Is there a possibility others may have fallen in as well? No, That's good. It's totally possible, and I didn't even think of it. If that's happened, I'd like to help those people too. They must be confused like we were when we first dropped here. It's a plan then. Let's look for those who may have been sucked into this world like us. Since we've all come from different eras, we might even find someone who knows the way back to our original worlds. Yes, but how are we going to do that? I don't think it'll be very effective for us to just walk around randomly. Ah, this is where I come in then. Time for me to show you how sharp a dragon's senses of smell is. That's amazing, Lyra. Didn't know you could do that. This is like looking for a needle in a haystack, so we're probably not going to hit the jackpot on the first try. So Lyra, you'll need to keep it up until you find something. This might be a good time to ask for help from Is, too. I'm not sure he'll want to, but it's worth asking. No, wait, that may not be necessary. I think we've hit the jackpot after all. Eh? Really? Already? Well, if you have a lead, we need to follow it right away, before they get attacked by stray summons. Hang on, this is so familiar. It's a uniquely stuffy magical scent. I know all too well. This is Ceylong's scent. Ceylong? A friend of yours? Yeah, someone from the Dragon People tribe. I can't believe he's here too. Is everyone ready to set off? We should go get him as soon as possible. Leon, lead the way. Got it. I know the exact location, so follow me. So does Is not fight? I thought Is would fight. Maybe he doesn't. Sapphir's Magic Crystal Force.
We're close. Just ahead here.
Found you, Ceylong. Oh, finally. Humans. But wait. How did you know my name?
He's Ceylong from the female's perspective, isn't he?
First time meeting? No. You've been freeloading at Ray's Tavern forever.
Lady Lisha, I see you are here as well. Excellent. We must celebrate this reunion. But I must ask, who are these people with you?
So, he knows Lisher, but not me or Ray?
The Guardian Dragon's bodyguard shouldn't be joking around about stuff like this.
You guys
There they are.
joking around. Cut it out already. You're
Fair.
scaring her.
This is the female's version.
Girl, she's not ordinary. Sense the same ability as Learn in her.
So she must have. So there's a girl dragon version when you pick the girl version of Ray, and is like the girl version of Lyra. That's cool.
Who are you people? And how do you know about the Dragon Child?
She's not human? An otherworld resident, then?
You.
The same magical scent. Mama, these people are scaring me.
Hey, look! You're the copycat here, crybaby!
Nice job. You made her cry.
Ugh.
Learn made a girl cry.
I did not! It just happened!
It's okay, Milreef. I'll protect you.
Yes. You do have the same dragon scent as the Dragon Child, coming from those blue eyes.
Hold it! That dragon child you're talking about is supposed to be me!
What is going on here, Lady Lisha?
Hey, don't ask me. I'm just as confused as you are. Maybe more.
Only Crowley, the leader of the scattered bodyguards, remains. If we can just get our hands on the last legacy, the Dragon Child will finally become the Solstice Dragon.
What?
But we're thrown into an unfamiliar world with a bunch of phonies. It seems like an enemy plot.
No idea what you're talking about. But if this is a trap, we'll beat our way out of it. Hey, Ray, did you hear what Ceylong just said? Could it...
Yeah, at the very least. It seems like they came from a timeline slightly before ours. Folt was right then. This place is a mashup of different times and worlds.
Lady Lisha, he is the enemy. Do not be deceived by him.
Yeah, don't be fooled by an imposter, Lisher.
I'm not your enemy, or an imposter. Come on, can you just listen for a minute?
Surely you jest. I, Ceylon, shall efface the scoundrels misrepresenting the Dragon Child's name.
Really?
Whoa! Kick! This is lethal as Grandmaster Raichi's.
Team man with the strange horn, stop trying to hurt Big Bro.
This whole situation is so completely messed up.
Well, here we go again. All we can do is work to make it end as well as the last encounter.
We're on level 1 though. Maybe I should have leveled them. Dang it. I screwed this up. Where do you get off making my sweet kid cry? You'll pay for that. Can you just stop yelling and listen to us for 1 minute? No. The impudent soul who dares to misrepresent the name of the dragon child must be punished. So just one big happy ball of fun. I see. If you listened a little, you might get along a lot better. No fighting. Oh boy, looks like they're more prone to hit first and ask questions later. This could be a problem. Why is she I don't like that dynamic. She's like, my child, like, you're gonna stop talking to my child. That's not your child. She's a dragon. You're a human. Probably. Potentially. I don't know. I don't know the story between the characters in that series. But I don't like how she just refers to her as a child.
What should I do?
Ow.
What? Right there!
Time for a little rest.
That should be good.
We're just getting started.
It's not gonna hit anyone, is it? Yeah.
Here we go! Are you ready? Your turn.
My turn now.
Why you? Yeah!
I made that look good.
Let's do this. Okay.
Let's do this. I have my way of doing things.
Let's go. Guess that's that.
Shall we?
Yeah. What?
How easy.
I'm not.
She healed!
Time for a little rest. My turn now.
That was not cool. I didn't account for her healing herself.
One for me. See if you can keep up.
All right. Let's do this. Yeah. Guess that's that. Yeah.
That should be good.
This is a little.
Wow, she is annoying.
Time for a little rest.
Okay.
My turn now.
Can hit him. We'll kill him. I don't want him to die though. So heal yourself.
Here. Guess that's that.
How pathetic of
They're
me.
healing. They're healing.
That
That's
should be
insane.
What should I do?
I didn't know he would heal too.
Let's do this. Yeah. Guess that's that.
How
Wow,
pathetic
look at
of
that.
me. That should be good.
What should I do? Time for a little rest.
Darn it. Here. Guess that's that. Yeah.
That should be good.
This is a little difficult. Phew.
Darn it. Here. Guess that's that.
How pathetic of me. That should be good.
should I do? Phew.
Let's do this. I need your strength here. Guess that's that.
Shall we? How easy.
Alright, well, I'm gonna be back on the next part during the battle. I gotta level them. I thought we'd have Is by now. Maybe Is just sits around and tells us where the evil are. I don't know. But, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, subscribe, share with a friend. I'll see you later.